Hello, Pavlov is you with rumbly, powerful, mighty dose of Ukrainian accent. Today we are talking about new true wireless earphones by Soundpeats named Air5 Pro Plus. Yeah, they should have come out with a bit shorter naming schema, but it's not that important. What is much more interesting here is that these earphones is a true showcase of modern technologies and advancements in electronics. It's a hybrid true wireless earphone that supports all codecs, low latency mode, multi-point connection. They support hybrid noise cancelling. They support transparency, and they use 10mm dynamic driver and the new XMEMS driver. We paired with interesting amplifiers, so lot of potential to give us a great sound. Their price is about $130, but Soundpeats often have different sales, coupon codes, and a lot of other opportunities to get a nice discount. All information about purchasing will be in the description of this video, and let's have a closer look. Package is simple, but at the same time it looks pretty nice. So product photo, technologies logos, brief technical information on the back side, hybrid schema, and 30 hours playtime. Actually about 6 hours on one charge without active noise cancelling, and roughly 3.5 hours with ANC. Inside you'll get nice orange cardboard box, on the bottom case with earphones themselves, and on the top box with accessories. So accessory set is pretty expectable and pretty predictable. So you'll get manual, warranty card, set of pretty nice stickers, 2 pair of spare tips, and short USB cable for charging. Case is pretty nice, design is simple, but it looks neat and accurate. You can see that it's pretty chunky, but at the same time it's not big in the frontal projection, so it remains pretty pocketable, at least with my pockets. On the bottom there is USB Type-C for charging and a button for repairing. I like that it opens diagonally, giving you full access to the earpieces inside. So they are pretty easy to pull out and put back into the case. Magnets are nice and strong, grabbing earpieces and holding them at place. So here they are. Nice shape, they have a glossy finish, and it gathers fingerprints pretty much, but at the same time it's plastic, so they are pretty easy to wipe. You can see that here we have microphone, and here we have some opening, probably another microphone, and a lot of different openings, pressure reliefs, and stuff like that. They are fitting really well into ears, at least into mine, thanks to the not big size and overall smooth finish. So let's see the tips. Here they are, and here are the spouts. There is a lip for holding the tips and interesting gold protective grill. They have sensor controls here. You can redefine all these controls with companion app that I also will show you. Overall pretty nice, comfortable wearing, and what I like, they have pretty good active noise cancelling and also pretty decent transparency mode. Maybe not top of the line, not to be compared with something like AirPods Pro 3, but still they're rejecting sound pretty well, and also they doing a good job in giving you the opportunity to talk to someone. Still a bit of this underwater effect, but not too much. So for this price range I'm more than satisfied with these things. They hold connection also pretty well. I didn't experience any issues or hiccups during testing, and the latency is pretty low, not absolutely zero. It's still noticeable, especially if you're sensitive, but overall I use them to watch video and play non-demanding games in the low latency mode. It was kind of nice. So overall, in terms of everything external, I think these earpieces do a good job. Here is the companion app. It looks nice and professional and packed with features. On the main screen you can see earpieces themselves with their battery status and also case battery status. Here is the additional menu. It took a few seconds to fetch information, so you can get device information like address, Bluetooth address and stuff like that. Firmware upgrade, reset, drainage function. It will use driver's motion to shake water out of these earpieces. But of course, it's more like emergency function. They're not created to be put underwater. Then you can enable low energy audio, took fit test, find earbuds. Of course, it won't work with player because it requires smartphone GPS. And you can select voice prompt language and the volume of this prompt. Then you can select between neutral mode, noise cancelling and transparency. For noise cancelling you can select a few different levels, and for transparency you can select between standard transparency and attempts to enhance voice. Then you can disable touch, you can enable multi-point connection, game mode and LDAC. Actually, these three things are basically mutually exclusive. And also you can customize their controls. So single tap, double tap, triple tap, and long presses. So you can adjust to whatever you like. It's plain and simple. Then there are a few predefined equalizers. Also, you can check your hearing and get adaptive equalizer. It's common deal. You just need to press the button when you hear the sound, and it will build your personal equalizer profile. And of course, you can create custom equalizer curve if you'd like adjusting different bands. But let's keep it natural for now. So basically, as you can see, almost all functions you can imagine are here. One minor drawback: application requires your registration, so they gathering emails probably. Here's traditional microphone test. I'm recording this part of the video with earpieces in my ears using their built-in microphone. I won't apply here any gain correction or equalization, so it will give you an idea how their microphones sound. Usually when I describe sound, I am trying to describe the sound in the natural position without equalizer, but in this case I will probably make an exception, and during the description of the sound I will mention what equalization changes I made to make them more enjoyable. Because default tuning is oriented towards the mass market with soft treble and with powerful noticeable bass. But at the same time, these earphones have a really good DSP. They have LDAC codec on board, and they have two pretty capable drivers that can deliver pretty good sound with a bit of adjusting of equalizer to your tastes. I will describe mine, of course. So, bass is noticeably boosted, it's pretty punchy, it's dominating, it has good rumble, it's not the fastest, but we're speaking about a pretty big driver that pushes a lot of air to give you both weight and punch for the low frequencies. At the same time, texturing is pretty nice, and if you like really bass head type of tuning with noticeable low frequencies, you will enjoy it because it has depth, it has nice substance, and if you don't like it, you can just reduce bass with equalizer. They even have this preset with less bass, but I'm just going to that 10-band equalizer and reduce bass to my likings. And with reduction, bass takes its place, it stops dominating over mid frequencies. Actually, in the default settings, even with lot of bass, mids are still pretty clean and clear thanks to the capable XMEMS drivers. But at the same time, of course, on bass heavy tracks, low frequencies will be dominating just due to the pure physics. So, first example, it's Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Nice bass line, it's really enjoyable with default settings, but to my ears it's slightly fatiguing that quantities of bass just kicking your eardrums. I'm reducing it, but overall pretty enjoyable tuning with good contrast between bass and mid frequencies. And Rosa Pasos, Ron Carter, the girl from Ipanema, really good audiophilic recording. Bass here is accurate, well controlled, and it's not much bass in this record, but still, of course, it's present, and these earphones trying to push it forward slightly. Not too much actually, but I still prefer reducing it a little bit. But of course, if you like accented low frequencies, you just can stay with the default settings. Then bass pretty smoothly transitions to the mid frequencies that mostly is represented by the XMEM drivers. There is not much added weight to the mid frequencies actually, because even in the default tuning they have pretty fast roll-off of this bass boost. And if you like more weight, you can do it easily here, just push the equalizer. Or if you don't like it, actually you're getting nice balanced mid frequencies, not being too analytical, not being too forward. And what is the most surprising aspect of tuning here, they have a pretty moderate boost in the presence area. It's slightly boosted, but not too much, and not as much as necessary to compensate that boost on the low frequencies. So in the default settings, you may lack a bit of aggression, a bit of sparkle for the female vocals and some instruments. But luckily, with few tweaks of equalizer, you can bring it back. By default, imaginary stage is slightly above average in width and in depth, not like super three-dimensional, but at the same time not really not really claustrophobic or small. But at the same time, when I reduce bass and boost upper mid slightly, actually it become more spacious, because this XMEMS drivers is pretty technical. Of course, it's not like focused on the micro contrast or something like that, but still balance between technicalities and overall musicality is really good, and I think we'll see more XMEMS drivers in the future, both in TWS and wired segment. And first example, it's Wardruna, Ansur. Actually, I enjoyed this track with default settings. It has some deep kicks of big drums, and it sounds really enjoyable. So not natural, but really fun. And all other instruments are good, but I like to boost upper mids a little bit. And interesting example, it's Slayer. By default, this track lacks aggression, but at the same time, if you boost upper mids, actually you'll get nice guitars, you'll get good vocal, but still bass is pretty rumbling and bass guitar dominating, so you'll need to reduce bass to enjoy this track fully. I kinda like rock settings in the rock preset in the companion app, but it still has a bit too much bass, so I had to tweak low frequencies manually. And the treble, it's nice, accurate, pretty well done, with proper attacks and decays, not too airy, not too thin, not overly analytical, and pretty comfortable in the default version. Of course, layering is virtually absent, but it's to expect in this price range. We don't speak about some high-end audiophilic solutions here. But also you can boost it if you'd like, or you can keep it as is, because it has a pretty nice saturation and at the same time not overly sharp or overdone. So, first example, it's Northern Kings, Hello. Also boosted upper mids a little bit for this track because it requires distorted guitars, but at the same time treble is represented nicely with proper percussions, and it's done in a pretty nice way. And tonight by Joe Cocker I reduced bass a little bit to make more space for the Cocker's vocals, and in general I pretty enjoyed how these earphones represented treble, because it was done in a pretty accurate way, not overly shouty or something like that. In terms of comparisons, unfortunately I haven't tested recently any new Soundcore models, because they are usually the strongest player in about $100 segment. Probably I need to ask local distributor about a loan and try them out. So recently in this segment I've tested only Soundcore H3, and a lot of people prefer H3 more. And if we speak about the default tuning, yes, H3 is better because they are more versatilely tuned, they are more balanced, with less bass domination and slightly more elevated high frequencies, giving you more better tonal balance. But at the same time, subjectively, I'd prefer this model because they have more potential, in my opinion, if you want to play with equalizer and to tweak them to your liking. I like XMEMS drivers, I like how they represent upper, mids and treble, and after some tweaking of frequency response you can get really nice and good results. And also you getting better noise cancelling and transparency mode with these earphones. So overall pretty interesting earpieces if you are okay with playing with equalizer. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.